among the lesser known tree species and one of the champions going to be the one among the plants that I do see in this part of South India is Singapore cherry, and this is small tree botanically known as Muntingia calabura of Muntingiaceae family, and I learned that it's a monotypic, only one genus and one species. Well, I'm Dr.Sas.Biswas, teacher of forestry in Dolphin PG Institute, Dehradun, and this is the one that I believe to be going to be one of the champions during the decade. You can see on the tree bird-like coil has come here, and that is for the berries. This is known as Singapore cherry, and in Tamil Nadu and other places it is known by the name of Nei Bazam because of the pulp of the berries with thousands of the seeds makes a delicious taste. And if I come closer to this comes very close to the flowers of Trema, orientalis, polypteria, and grevia species. And I find it is the one that grows in the crevices of the road bunds and wherever there is fencing, but it never causes any allelopathic effect. You can see, and it has got a good litter, and leaves become yellow. You can just see here, and this is all full of. If I turn out to be here, it makes a wonderful humus, and that is very good. In India, I find in South India, this is very much self-introduced, naturalized, and also in nursery these plants are sold. Once I carried a sapling from here to Dehradun, but that couldn't survive because of the suffocation in the bag that included this. And then at Delhi and airport of Bengaluru, this was removed and checked up with this. Well, if you see its fruit, which resemble the cherry, and you can see in the fruits here, it becomes purplish red, and it is the one which is very much relished by the birds, and that's how it is dispersal happens with thousands of the seed. I'll just test one to show you here. It's very sweet. You just see here. Very tasty. At the same time, the plant is that of all multi-purpose. Is for the fuel wood, for the fodder, and then the small timber, which is lesser known. So it is not as anchored in the forestry plantation large scale. Other than in South India, I find many of the small avenues are there where it has been done very close to the bus stand, and you can just see here, in order to survive, it can come out of this space of the tin sheet, which is start from. There's maybe a mother tree there, but the several of them have come here, and seeds fall off in large quantity, and they have got one berry may have as much as 1,000 minute seeds, and I tried, but it is it will not come up. I find this will do very fine with air layering because it copies very nicely. You can just see here. So here, unlike prosopis and other species, it is not affecting the soil system. It permits the other species also to thrive, and you can just see its copicing capacity. And look out here, this is the kind of the bark which makes it a characteristic feature. I'm speaking dendrologically, and look out this is slightly rough, but it has got the net like this structure with which you can help in identification. Beside its leaf, if you see, typical of Grevia or Tilia, it has got the oblique base, and the margin is slightly serrate, typical of Grevia elastica. But here in Muntingia, I find this has got a typical characteristic feature which makes it unique for the family Muntingiaceae, which has got one genus and one species, I believe. I find that its origin is mentioned from Central America, although it is mentioned from even from Africa also. But since it has been planted in as a avenue planting in Singapore, and from there most likely it came to India, and we call it Singapore cherry, and it has got other importance also, wherein you can use it for having its medicinal property. And there is one thing that I read, that this wood of this helps in growing a particular kind of the mushroom, which is very much host specific to this, and that is an edible mushroom. Or maybe during after the rains, this will start developing those kind of mushroom. So this is, and let me take from the distance, you'll find it's going to be a kind of the self or naturalized avenue of this species without least care by arboriculturist. And here, before I end, I'd like to show you how it is copicing from the below down to, and it grows like this, maybe about 30 to 40 feet, and it has got a lot of berry that attracts many birds, flower, particularly the flower peck. The bird comes here to have its berry. So in another week or two, these will all ripe, and thousands will attract the birds. Even the butterflies do also come for pollination. That's for today, this morning.